What is it, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king. Welcome you back to more Let's Play Animal Crossing New Horizons. In the last episode, we continued our efforts through the middle of winter to try and catch all of the many different fish and bugs that we are still after to complete our creature list and pretty much just bask in the new winter season. It's now snowy outside. We can roll up snowballs and whatnot. And as we just heard from Isabelle in the intro, all of the cedar trees, or well, most of the cedar trees, have lights on them. And just like she said, if we give them a good shake a few times, eventually, if I can get this one to frickin' work, this one doesn't seem to want it. There we go. Eventually, you'll get some ornaments to fall out of them, and you can honestly just keep shaking the same trees over and over again until you get them to drop out. And luckily, once you've given a tree a good shake, you're not going to really have to worry about wasps or any other things falling out. You're just going to be able to farm these for ornaments all day long, which we would eventually need to do to get ourselves the wrong app. No, the DIY recipes recipe that she just gave us, which is at the top here. If I can scroll all the way up. Why am I defaulted to the bottom? What the heck was that about? There we go. As you can see, ornament wreath is blue and gold, so I just picked up a bunch of red ones, but no gold ones, and I got quite a few blue ones I'm going to need to get. So I'm probably going to end up shaking a bunch of these trees for a while now. Well, not right this second, but like at some point so I can get myself a wreath in time for Toy Day, which is coming up on the 24th, and we are just a few days away from that. But for right now, there's not really anything major going on as far as the holidays go. Hi, Kiki. Are you enjoying sitting in the snow in a dress? I can't imagine that is the most comfortable thing in the world, but whatever, more power to you, I guess. You go, girl. Okay, so I said in the last episode today is going to be kind of a prep episode, and it kind of is. There's not really a lot for us to do today, although I'm going to do a lot of the usual stuff. I've got Nick Miles tickets that I can spend. I've got different places I can check out here. We can dig up some fossils and the like, you know, the usual things that I do on a day-to-day basis. But obviously, with the holiday around the corner, we're just going to be kind of taking it easy because, well, first of all, what the heck am I doing with 3 fossils like right here in this little tiny area? This is ridiculous. Oh, nope, sorry. One of them is a gyroid. My mistake. But yeah, this is going to be kind of a relaxed episode. I'm going to start making these episodes actually a bit shorter now that we're getting into this portion of the game. I mean, it made sense for a while we were progressing like crazy to make my episodes 45 minutes to an hour long. But now that we're at this point in the series, there's not really a reason for me to do that. And I'm just going to be kind of taking it easy as we kind of coast through the rest of the holidays. I think January is going to be a good time to really get back to focusing on some of our major goals, of which we have very few left, but there are still definitely some to do. Obviously, still trying to gain affinity with all of our villagers, which I'm going to have to start getting them gifts and whatnot. Hi, Bill. I'm just going to talk to you really quickly. Let's have a little chat. Great day for some cross-training. I'm sure it is. No, now actually, let's have a real conversation. What's the latest? Toy Day is getting close, and all I can think about is what to get folks. What if I got everyone fitness gear, a present that gets you swole? That's like 2 gifts in one. Well, if you want to give me some anabolic steroids, I'm sure that would get me plenty swole, Bill. Thank you. Okay, so we got more cedars up here. That's right. I forgot I put a few down here. I can get some more ornaments out of these. Only the ones that have the lights on them, by the way. I know that Isabelle said she put them on all the cedar trees, but yes, you can see that there are cedars that do not have the lights. They will not drop ornaments if you give them a shake and they don't have the lights on them. I mean, I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory and obvious, but sometimes that can get lost in translation given that the game wasn't explicitly clear about that, but I wanted to make sure that everybody understood that. Now, obviously, I still have certain fish to catch, but I'm not like really in a hurry as far as things that are going to be ending in December. In fact, I'm not even going to talk about what's going away in December, obviously, until our New Year's episode, which is not the next episode, but probably the episode after that, although I don't know if I'm going to try to squeeze in another one in between. I don't know. We will see. Probably not, though. It's probably going to be Toy Day episode next time and then the New Year's episode immediately after that, because I feel like that just makes the most sense to do at this point. And then we are in the final stretch of the Let's Play for the next 12.5, maybe 24 episodes for the rest of the Let's Play. I'm assuming we're only going to have around like 16 or 17 episodes after the fact. Maybe closer to 20. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We obviously got to loop all the way back around to when we started, and so that's still a number of months to get through. And obviously, I still have a number of things to go over. All right, I am specifically, though, right now trying to find a snowball because I really want to build my obligatory perfect snowman of the day, or snow boy. But I'm going to have to actually track that down if I'm going to want to do that. And there's the bottle here. I guess I can pick that up really quickly. May as well. We'll just kind of keep looking around. I haven't even checked inside the shops yet. Granted, okay, for some reason I thought it was early enough that Able Sisters hadn't opened yet. That is not true. Hi, Vivian. What you up to? Right? So, okay, well, if you're not going to actually talk to me, that's fine. We'll have maybe a proper conversation later. Okay, here we go. It's right next to my place. All right, so I'm just going to give you a couple of kicks. I'm going to put this together. What do you do? About 3 more kicks, and then we'll start rolling it. 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my gosh, that was so many more than I was expecting. Okay, it was 8 kicks. All right, well, not too far away from this one, so that's good. I am going to push you right about there. And actually, I remember my turnip is here. This is because I'm trying to get flies. I'm also going to drop this used fountain firework because that is technically trash, so that might also work. That is the reason I picked one up out of the trash bin, I think in the last episode. So I'm going to definitely want to do that. Just keep kicking this around. Come on. We're going to make sure that this is a little bit closer in size, but not too much closer. Okay, hold on. Before we push them together, I don't like that disparity because the game is usually, like I said, a little bit closer than that. Let's go right about there. And then, huzzah! Oh, yeah, I think I overdid it. Gosh dang it. I overrolled it just slightly too much. Gosh, man, I'm going to have to make up for that in maybe an off-screen episode or something like that. Because, well, not episode, off-screen day, excuse me. Because, dang it, I really need to get those. And we're only going to have so many chances throughout this Let's Play to get it, given how long the snow actually stays on the ground. So, oops, that was my bad. I'm usually a lot better about that, but even I make mistakes. Nobody's perfect. I say even I. Wow, I could not have made that sound more arrogant if I tried. That was totally an accident. Phrasing. I'm not perfect, and I never have been perfect, and I'll never claim to be perfect. I'm just saying that in the last episode, I was like, oh, I usually have a good eye for this, and then I did that. So, yeah, I'm not perfect, but I do usually have a good eye for it, but I think I just slightly overrolled it. Oh, well, that's all right. Just barely. Needed to be slightly less. Okay, I think we're good here. Let me check my Nook Miles Plus here really fast. Okay, so DIY projects, nah. I should go to the Roost for a coffee break. You know what? Hold on. Let me go over to... I think it's time. I really need to get some money. I'm, like, dying for money at this point. I think I'm going to head on over to my storage, and I'm going to pull out all of the fossils that I have. Also, we're going to shoot this balloon down before I do anything else. Let's get it away from the flowers before we fire at it. I must concentrate perfectly. I shoot. Okay, what did I get? It's a yellow balloon, so it's a high chance that it's probably bells. And it's not. It's a gurney. Okay, cool. I was going to say, that usually the yellow balloons are... Ooh, I don't have a pair wall? Okay, that's shocking. Feels like a generic enough thing that I would have definitely had one by now. And oh, no, I ran through my flower. Well, it's a good thing in this game, it only just takes away the... didn't mean to do that. Takes away the petals for a little bit and doesn't actually outright destroy the flowers like it did in previous games, but... Let's take a look here. How many do I have saved? Okay, that's like more than 2 pockets worth. That is a ton of fossils. Well, I'll just put as many as I can in here. We'll just kind of cram them inside. Actually, let me do this. I'm going to put away a few things first that I have in my pockets right now just so I can free up a little more space. Put that away, put that away, put that away, and that. I will hang on to my fish bait because I am probably going to need that later. I'm planning on not ever getting rid of my fish bait, except for, you know, actually using it to catch the fish that I still need. So let's just keep grabbing fossils. I have 2 spikoids, which I did not think was going to be the case, but I do. That is my bad. I'm actually starting to collect gyroids a little bit because I haven't really been using or messing with them a lot. I know I'm sure some people are like, why don't you ever play around with the gyroids? And it's because, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. That is the most succinct explanation that I can possibly give. I loved those guys back in the first Animal Crossing, and I just really haven't played around with them since. I don't know why. But let's take all this stuff in here. Let's go get our coffee. And then I think we'll swing by the stores, take a look over there, and then use a Nook Miles ticket, and then possibly end the episode at Harz Island. I don't know. It's a whole bunch of stuff we could do today. Okay, so let's see. Also, what even is like here today? Is this a Sunday? I don't know. I'll have to. It's Thursday. What am I saying? It's Thursday. What? There should be an event on the island somewhere. Huh. I'll have to look around for that. Anyway, let's assess some fossils. And by that I mean just turn them into what they're supposed to be, because I am not going to be getting anything new under any circumstances. Thank you very much, Blathers. That is going to be worth a lot of money, and I guess I can do the rest of the fossils another day, because I'm probably going to get well over 100,000 bells just from this amount. Oh, what did I get here? Hold on, let's take a look. Fossil assessment, the final one. 500 fossils done, and we're going to get 3,000 Nook Miles for our trouble. Thank goodness, because I did just spend all of them on Nook Miles tickets. All right. Let's take a look and see. Is there anybody in here today? No, not at all. All right, well, let's go on in and get ourselves a coffee. Sure thing. 200 barely makes a dent in my wallet. Honestly, I wish coffee was this cheap in real life. It would be great. Like, even if you did, like, the 1 bell equals 1 cent conversion rate that some people go with, which I think is generally correct, but I don't think it's, like, a universal truth. Even if you go with that, like, a $2 coffee at any establishment is, like, an amazing deal nowadays, which is sad because I think, like, 20 years ago, that would not even at all be the case, or even 10 years ago. I guess it was just a small cup. It's not that crazy, but still, that's an amazing deal, and I would take it any day. Freak, just since this game came out, I'm sure coffee's like doubled in price. Oh, man. Hurts. Hurts me so bad. All right, well, we took care of that. Let's just redeem those really quickly before I forget to. Happy with that. And then, yeah, I don't think I'm going to bother getting fruits just because there's not really a lot of pocket space for me right now, so not going to mess with that too much. But let's go and sell off all this stuff, and I'm going to make sure I do not accidentally sell off all my ornaments, because that would be bad. Is also something I could absolutely accidentally do. Okay, well, I can't pick weeds right now because my pockets are full, so I'll just leave that be. And let's head down here. Oh, almost ran Bill over. Or I guess I could actually say he almost ran me over. That could have been a little sketchy. I saw Blair out here. Oh, Vivian, I can have an actual conversation with you now. Let's talk. When I go bug catching, I'm very mindful to only catch them temporarily. Even if I scare them away, I find it so moving to watch them fly off into the vast blue sky. Aw, Vivian, you're a kind soul. Oh, we got something from Blair. Here's what I have in my pockets, darling. I bet you are. Your restless brain cries out to know. We'll suffer no longer, poor brain. It's a festive wreath, and it's for you. But it looks like your door will have to wait a bit because your pockets are full. Hold on to this. Oh, okay. Hold on. I will absolutely take this from you. Let's drop my ornaments real quick. Blair. I mean, this just makes my life a whole lot easier. Thank you. It's not the same as the DIY one, is it? Because that is technically an ornament wreath. Yeah. Okay, I'll actually take that one instead because that is less of a guaranteed drop. So cool. Thank you, Blair. I'll come out and grab those ornaments once I'm done selling off everything. But yeah, I'll definitely hang that up on my door just in time for Christmas. And let's actually see. Oh, hold on. So that's right. Okay, we got ourselves a toy here. I'm actually going to probably buy that because I am trying to collect every single one that I can as we go. So let's sell all of this stuff off. Oh my goodness, this is going to be a lot. I'm guessing 85. Wow, I was short. Okay, just shy of 100,000. Thank you very much. All right, now I'm going to buy myself the dinosaur toy. I already got some wrapping paper, so I can give these gifts away a little bit later, which is nice. As far as everything else here goes, what about you? What is this? An artsy chair. How expensive is this? You know, that's not too bad, and I definitely don't have that in my catalog, so I think I'll take that. I'm pretty sure I have both of these, though. Let me make sure on this one. They're called autograph cards, but they're clearly what are called tegatas, which are sumo autographs. I think I pronounced that right. Tegata, I believe is what it is. Sorry, tegata. I used the wrong inflection. But yes, this is traditionally how sumo wrestlers will sign autographs. They'll do the handprint. And I think if I'm not mistaken, because I've seen the way this is done, I do believe the actual signature is the part that's printed on. Like, they don't actually sign it themselves, but it's the handprint that is done manually on every single paper. So it's kind of the inverse of what you generally expect out of autographed collectible items here in America, where usually the signature is legit, but everything else is copied or printed on. The handprint is the part that they actually consider more valuable and what makes it a collector's item. And if you've ever seen videos of them doing it, they're basically just swapping between like an ink pad and the cards, like as the cards get moved out of the way one at a time, and it's actually quite fascinating to watch them do it. It's almost like a little bit hypnotizing, but I do already have that in my catalog after all, so I don't think I'm going to buy that because I thought I didn't for a second, and then I checked and it was there. So cool. All right, we'll take that. And now let's head on over here. Hi, I'm going to talk to you both. What's up, Kyle? Did we meet again, or did the first meeting... What happened in my dream this morning? We definitely did not meet again. How are you doing, Cranston? The sky today looks clear and dry. I bet that means the sun and moon are happy. Aw, clear and dry. I would assume the sun is... Actually, is a ball of plasma dry or wet? Or something in between? Or something else entirely? Because, I mean, I guess those aren't like two completely opposing things. Like, dry and wet are not black and white. There can be other, but now that I'm like thinking about it. Oh man, I'm losing my mind. Okay, anyway, I already bought this, didn't I? The holiday sweater. I'm almost positive. I literally did it in the last episode, didn't I? I'm like 99% positive I did in the last episode. I just haven't put it on yet. But let me be 100% sure on that. I did. Okay, that's what I thought. That's right, I got the blue one. Okay, I remember this. Cool. Well, we do have new things available in here. So let's take a look around. And then I think after this, and also I'm going to talk to Sable, I think after this, I am going to go take a look around and see if I can find whoever the heck is out amongst the island and whoever is, or whatever event is going on today. I have no idea. No. I don't think I'm going to get that. Ooh, we got snowy knit caps. Okay, I do need to actually buy several of these because I have been dying for them. Also, some wooden frame glasses, and I've gotten more than enough high tops to last me the rest of the game. None of the shoes I really like, but I will absolutely take some of the other stuff. I'm going to get a few more of these hats, so give me just a second. Okay, I got 3 total. I'm pretty satisfied with that. Made sure I got myself a few extra sweaters as well, but I think I'll stick with what I'm wearing otherwise for the time being. Hi, Sable. Another pattern. Do you ever run out of these? You have so many. Don't know how much furniture you customize, but I hope this helps. Thank you very much. Seriously, since I'm inside the shop all day, but sunny weather helps me work faster. Maybe it's just that I'm making shorter sleeves. You should not be making shorter sleeves in this weather, regardless of how sunny it is, though. That seems a little bit strange. That's weird that dialogue is disconnected from the actual time of year and is instead relegated to whatever weather is outside. Because, yeah, short sleeves in this. I mean, I don't know. I guess it depends on where you're from. I've actually absolutely seen people from Minnesota, Wisconsin, and otherwise from personal experience that will totally rock short sleeves in minus and below freezing weather. So yeah, I don't know. Some people be crazy. Where I come from, I mean, I'll wear short sleeves in like the 50s, but well, Fahrenheit. I should clarify that. But yeah, not below freezing. Never. All right, I'm gonna see if I can track down whoever the heck is doing the thing today, and if I can, also I'm gonna catch this because this is just straight up free money right here. If I can find them, well, then we will continue from there, and if I cannot, well, I'll... Son of a biscuit! I can't believe I lost my net. I thought that thing had quite a ways to go. I really need to check my tools more often. Oh, okay. That's who's here today. It's Flick. Well, unfortunately, aside from the bird wing that I just caught, I really don't have anything to sell him. And also, for anyone worried, yes, I did go back and grab those red ornaments, even though I know I walked right past them. But yeah, it looks like Flick's here. You know, back in the old Animal Crossing, it was kind of nice because you could go to the police station and you could ask Copper, like, hey, is there anything going on right now? And he would tell you exactly who was there at any given time. I kind of wish that feature still existed. Like, I know Not everything is split up by on a grid pattern on an acre by acre basis anymore, but it was still kind of nice to have that as an option to like tell you things. And if there wasn't anyone actively there, he would tell you if somebody was coming soon because they didn't have events every single day back in those days like they do now. So I mean that was kind of nice too. I don't know. I wish that system still exists. I do kind of miss Booker and Copper though, just in general. They were very fun characters. Okay, I did get something from Gulliver. I should probably grab that. Something from the Happy Home Academy that I don't care about. And then Kiki. Here's the thing, Levi. Sometimes I just like being alone, but there is such a thing as too much of a good thing. Eventually the quiet gets to me and I need some company. That was a hint, by the way, in case you didn't notice. Your needy friend Kiki. Aw, spoken like a true introvert. Well, all right. You know what? I'm going to go pay Kiki a visit really quickly, but I'm going to actually bring her something before I do. But let's see what Gulliver brought me. Ancient Administrator hat. Absolutely not. Okay, well, I'm going to go put that away in my storage, and I'm going to bring her something, and we're going to go and say hello to Kiki really quickly. There we go. Perfect. Well, thank you, Blair. That was honestly the best possible gift I could have gotten at this time of year. I will take it. All right, let's go say hello to Kiki. I'm sure she is probably not inside her house. She's probably just wandering around out here somewhere. Although, maybe a little bit further away than I thought. I don't know. Let's go see if we can track her down. She was definitely, like, sitting in the snow the first time I saw her, but now I don't know where she's actually got it. There she is. Hi, Kiki. How are you doing? I am going to give you a gift. Yes, just for you. In fact, I decided to wrap it this time. So what I'm basically doing is I'm giving off a lot of my duplicate things. Can I go ahead and open this? Go ahead. Look at me, a plush massage chair. Yes, thank you so much. I've been hoping for something like this. I've been looking for some things like this to shake up my home decor. Here, I want you to have my wrestler uniform. Well, thank you, Kiki. I will take that. I appreciate it. But the plush massage chair was for you. Okay, so the way that giving gifts in this game works is generally the more expensive the item is, the better affinity you're going to get. However, there is a caveat to that, because every time you give a gift, that villager is going to place it in their home unless that gift is way too large. This is why a lot of people will tell you if you want to do things, if you want to give your villagers gifts without messing up the basically just the decorations in their house and the layout of their furniture and all that stuff, give them fossils because, well, and they have to be assessed fossils, I should say, not just the pre-assessed fossils, because those won't do any good because they have no value to them. No, do the assessed fossils because they are very valuable, but they are also huge, and I believe none of them are small enough that a villager is actually going to put them in their home. You can put them inside technically, but I think for the most part, villagers tend to avoid doing that just because of how much space they take up. So, yeah, I would highly recommend doing that because it kind of is two birds with one stone, and you're not really worried about messing up and just filling their entire house with fossils. So it's a good gift to give them, but I am not going to be doing that too much. I'm going to try to give them actual things, and then I can obviously rearrange their house a little bit later if I need to anyway. So we'll be working on that a little bit more as time goes on, as I just try to make all of my villagers my best friends and whatnot. And hopefully by the time this Let's Play is over, most, if not all of them, will have, reach their maximum possible affinity, which is denoted by a specific event happening, but we will get into that later down the road. Okay, let's see. What did we get on the Nook Miles ticket tour this time? Anything good? Possibly. Oh no, this is just is this Trash Island here? This might be Trash Island right here. I don't know. We will find out. Let's do a little bit of fishing and see what we get. Because if that is the case, I'm probably just going to bail immediately. But this river is super wide. I mean, I'll definitely reel in a little bit of trash because that could be useful to me. I know Trash Island is a spiral of sorts. It is not. Okay, it is not this one. Good to know. This actually just might be one of the more generic islands. Yeah, okay, it is one of the more generic islands. I didn't see the waterfall here because I was not paying attention. If it has the waterfall, it can't be Trash Island. Or Spiral Island, for that matter. This is just one of the more generic shapes that you can possibly get, of which there are multiples. So that's kind of cool. But, yeah, not really anything I was going for here, unfortunately. Just wanted to see if we could get lucky and maybe get something interesting, but that is probably not going to happen. So, what did I pick up a weed? I thought I picked up the stone. That was strange. I'm just going to hit a few of these rocks, see if I can get some things out of them. I'm also probably going to... Oh, what the... Usually you're supposed to only bounce enough that you can hit it twice. Gosh dang it. Well, I screwed that up. That was dumb. Got one less hit than I could have otherwise. Yeah, I'll just grab these, and then I think as soon as I'm done doing this, then I am going to actually try to... Oh, maybe I should have picked up these weeds first, because now I'm only going to get a few, and that's it. Okay. Gosh dang it, man. I am screwing this up. I am breaking a lot of the basic rules of rock hitting right now, and I need to cut this out. Give me all of these things. Thank you. So there's a very tiny fish there. I'm going to see if I can catch this. Anything good, perhaps? No, that is a pale chub. Okay, never mind then. All right, one more rock, and then I think we can get out of here, and then we can head on over to Harv's Island, and then probably call this an episode. Not really much else left to do. Okay, I'm going to be a good boy this time, and, well, nothing else is around it, so I guess we're fine. Okay, there we go. All of the iron nuggets, please. I'm actually getting a lot out of these, which is, dude, this is great. Holy crap, thank you. Iron nuggets are like, they're not the most rare, obviously, because gold nuggets are. In fact, I tend to get iron nuggets more often than I get clay, I feel like. But because of how often they get used in DIY recipes, you can never have enough iron nuggets, I swear. Especially because they actually amount to some of the most valuable stuff that you can sell as the hot item that day, too, if you just make a bunch of them. So let me just replenish the wear and tear on my shovel really quickly, and I will meet you guys all over at Harv's Island. All right, our last stop of the day. Let's go and take a look and see what everyone has this week. Hopefully Red has something new for me. I mean, that's always a hope, given that his whole art thing is by far the most challenging thing to get through. Okay, I already know that is a fake, and I think this one is legit, but I don't know if I actually need it. Okay, so yes, it is legitimate because of the top right corner. The fact that there is actually foliage in the top right and it hasn't been edited out and you just have the sky backdrop tells me it's real, but I do already have the moving painting, so that's not going to really do me any good. Okay, well, let's go check everybody else then really quickly. Kix, what do you got for me, buddy? Nothing I really want here. Simple tote bag. Yeah, I'll pass. Sorry, dude. He really often just almost never has anything that I ever want. And then we have Sahara. Okay, do you have anything? I'm getting pretty... it's getting pretty hard for me to get new stuff from you, too, these days. Yeah. Like, I think the Rocky Mountain flooring might be the only one in here I don't have. I mean, I don't have the white chocolate wall, but I have a different chocolate wall, so it doesn't do me any good. I'll take the tropical rug, though. I could see some uses for that one. So, thank you. And... maybe I'll get the Rocky Mountain one, just because. I do wonder how what wallpaper that one correlates to, because I have some like immediate ideas for like a room I could make out of that. That would be kind of cool, but I don't know. I'll just get it to make sure that I have it, and we'll say deal. And I really do need to like go through my pockets or go through my storage, excuse me, and see any duplicates that I still have. Just sell everything off so I can only narrow down all of the most unique stuff that I've still got. But guys, I think that's going to be it for this episode. Like I said, today was going to be pretty chill, and it was. There wasn't really a ton going on, just kind of your average day in Animal Crossing today. But next episode, we are going to be celebrating Toy Day, and this is a pretty easy festival. Halloween is honestly the one that like requires the most preparation out of you. All the others you can just kind of wing it. I mean, Turkey Day, you just go and make all these recipes. And yeah, there's a lot of work involved in it, but Toy Day has to be the simplest of all of the holidays. And you'll see why once we jump on into it. It's very, very easy. You don't need, you really don't need to buy any of the toys leading up to it. They're just kind of nice to have as little extras that you can give gifts to villagers for. But Toy Day is going to be a very simple holiday that we're just going to enjoy to the fullest next time, and I will try to be all decked out in festive gear, at least as what little the game has actually given me at this point, so we'll definitely have to do that. And, well, we're also going to probably have to get some, see if we can get some DIY recipes out of the whole thing, because Toy Day will give us a few. So, guys, with all that said, thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Let's Play Animal Crossing New Horizons very, very much, and I will see you all in the next one.